two of you are bonded, you can sense what it senses as long as you're within a mile of each other, right?
Right.
When Una's within 10 feet of you, you gain the benefits of magic resistance. You have advantage on all saving throws against spells and magical effects whenever Una's within 10 feet of you.
Oh, that's broken.
1 year later! Reading comprehension 20 inch, by the way. Holds him like a special.
This is my special magical resistance pet.
The power of bird compel. They were on their way to find Sig, Ariana's tutor, the head of magical botany, and someone who had already been a vector for the Infernals in a previous incident. And if Unter Meowler, the library cat, would get off of my stream deck so I could run the show, that would be fantastic.
Oh, is it Athalor time? Let me at him. Let me at Athalor.
Regards. Regards.
I'll kill that little.
All right.
Then tell me everything you believe may have occurred.
You ever heard of the ass snake?
I don't know.
Oh, he said ass snake.
I don't know what they preach where you come from, mortal, but that's not actually a problem. We don't really care. That's, whatever keeps being alive joyful, you keep being alive joyful. That's not my concern.
Let's say Mia Hethil, because he's right in the middle of 3-player characters. So, him in particular.
I take it the burning didn't kill it.
Yeah, roll 1d10, but it's fire resistant, so. Bonk.
Where is Mr. Reaction with a ward guy?
He used it. That shit's gone.
Oh, gone for
Bonk.
forever?
Well, until his next long range. A long rest.
La la la. La la la.
Don't need no wards for dealing with these fucking idiots.
That should be one of your sub sounds on your channel.
It should be. Really should be.
Well, so much for my terrifying monster. Guess I'll just, die.
Pulls pin, throws pin. Oh my god, he's like so smart.
And Tarsamore also saved. So yeah, the woman is the only one who suffered in this. We live in a
The
fucking
woman's
society.
the dumb one. Oh, the dice. Dice is
That's
sexist.
okay. How a chain is only as strong as its weakest link when it comes to rituals.
Oh, now women are weak. I love this campaign.
Wait, what about Una?
What about him?
Do you think we could get drunk?
My familiar drunk?
Maybe. So I'm just contemplating all the possibilities.
So you have a horn that gets you drunk?
Yeah, we should. Well, stares at DM. Just is there other plans?
About those plans you had, I hope you've got a good drunk Una voice.
Look, it's up to you to just go for it. Underage drinking, why
I'm
not?
mostly kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check for me, please.
What an excellent time to use a Raidspiration.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and knock that one off immediately.
Oh, we're starting strong, boys and girls.
Oh, now you get the double ones. It's not me anymore.
What am I, Alex?
Do you have any more nonsense in your bag of tricks?
Yeah, I do have 2 extra.
I just
want
to test. Yeah, it's a you problem.
Okay, here's my lucky die. That one's better. It's a skill issue. What can I say?
Skill issue.
That I would be among a band of misfits. Unfortunately, I missed that train, but I'm here now. On an adventure. My abilities include licking my butt, and stretching. That's all.
You will come in most handy.
I don't need hands to do that.
Mm,
You want some Zaza?
What's a Zaza?
Weakened by the extra-dimensional force of the Akashic Field, this final attack strikes the Kraken, and it slumps, reeling in its defeat, slowly dissolving from this reality, banished back to the phantom realms from which it once came.
I'm gonna give a huge thumbs up to the kaiju. Good job!
Oh, I'm glad you're cheering on your pet, Haruka.
No! No!
As it-
I don't give a shit about him!
Well,
As
now
the
you
Kraken
did.
disapparates,
Damn.
the kaiju looks over at you, and in a deep rumbling voice, as it too begins to fade from this reality in this current form,
I'm gonna wave at him.
be good.
He tells us to be good!
Oh,
Bye,
You
kaiju!
thank you for fighting with us.
Big turtle man.
Garnet, why does Merrick have authority over the tribes of Okarthal? How can he manipulate them?
DM question. What's the tribes of Carthel again?
The
That's
dragon
right.
tribes,
No.
the 10 dragon tribes.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not very lore versed, okay?
No, that's fine, that's
20
fine.
Into, by the way.
By the way, Merrick's a dragon. One of it. Oh yeah, the dragon tribes.
Oh yeah, okay. The math is not mathing up right now.
You know, you might be about half as capable of taking sword hits as me. But I will say, you did a good job making sure we didn't lose the gun.
Yolalair does a hearty laugh and he goes, "And you, my friend, are purple," and then immediately falls asleep.
Right? If you have a gate open, it's a two-way street. So they could just come right back through. Go ahead.
Okay, that's like a bad roll, but like
I think I could help with that.
like if someone just heals me as I'm doing it, like I could keep this going all day.
What have I done? Okay, Athalor.
I could probably seal it one way, the gate.
I can at
When I
least
was
get
studying
25.
last night, I learned how to create a kind of a bridge that can support my friends but won't let my enemies step upon it. If I just cast it vertically in front of the gate, they couldn't move back through it.
Ooh.
What are they cooking?
Let them cook.
So as we just burst through the door like, while you're meditating.
Honey, I'm home. Knock, 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 knock.
It's goofy time.
Blood banging the door. Mason like about to wrap up, just like opens his eyes, like side eyes the door, sighs. Gets up, answers the door. Oh,
So what did
hello?
you mean by you told me to be help just immediately starts. You told me to be helpless, right? That didn't really work. But then you said you like Francisco because she's so independent and confident, knows what she wants. I'm like that. Why don't I have a Mason? Not you, but like a Mason.
A boyfriend is what she means.
Yeah. Someone like a guy who likes that.
Good morning. Do you want to come inside?
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
As you yeet that rock with that alien on it, I don't want to die! As he like Krillin and DBZ just explodes.
Another little glowy worm crawls out. Timothy!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Unbeknownst to you, you've killed the mayor of the Worms town. He had brought peace and prosperity to his new empire, but now their society cast adrift on an asteroid, leaderless, falls into chaos once again, and decays from within. And
Look, sometimes I don't know my own strength. I'm sorry.
Ariana will go back and say, Sig, is Nightshade gonna kill Garnet in this situation?
I've never seen this in my life.
That's not a no.
I don't know.
That's also not a yes.
I don't know what to say.
That's not helpful.
We're dealing with magic we've never experienced before, Ariana.
Oh God, Ariana's gonna try to absorb elements.
Okay, what element are you absorbing?
Dark.
Is that on the list of elements you can absorb with the spell?
No.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I had one thing
Mhm.
left to do, and now she's getting frustrated because this motherfucker not listening.
Mhm.
So, as like maybe blood is coming out of her nose or something from
Only a
the
little.
necrotic damage,
Mhm.
we'll just kind of start laughing, and we'll place the open book on her face like a mask, and say, "You will be alone just like me," in the exact word that Seosh said in that one time. Leaving you with a nice little cliffhanger.
Yeah, okay, bye.
What's happening?
Okay, so I had some idea that you were going to do something, but I never thought for a moment about using the book as a Vox mask. I have no idea what that does. I have not.
I don't know either.
Foggy.
I take a closer look, but do not touch it.
Again, it's about yay big, beautifully carved, smells like fresh cedar. Like it's very aromatic with that almost sweet wood smell, and clearly hand carved, handcrafted.
Oh my God.
The lid slides off. It's carved into grooves on top of the box.
Could be a mirror in there.
Okay, who did that?
My bad. I just
Who
saw a
did
card. I thought it was cool. I was not supposed to click that.
This is why we don't let you drive the car.
It was just like, cool, there's cards.
And it was the void too. That's like.
Explain the bang, old man.
Well, you see, when a mommy and a daddy, or a mommy and a mommy, well, or a daddy, or when two people love each other very much.
I would like to be mind wiped.
There's Obliviax Moss available. Talk to the Quarter for Every about that. So everybody gets up and starts.
It's more about what we're going to accomplish. I think this is, it's beyond just me. I'll be okay.
It is beyond us.
Taps Mason's shoulder and, well, our last friend died, but I'll make sure you don't.
Our last two friends.
Oh, sorry, two. Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
I'm
But you're
going
different.
to.
You're built different.
I'm gonna take that as it was supposed to be comforting. So thank you, Garnet.
Flip him. Okay, one black card. And that's a big success. That's a critical success. So this is perfect. You already have an edge, right? So you can't gain another edge, but you can double the effect, which means you can quiet both wolves.
My friends. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Oh my God, I almost fucking died. I never died in a one shot. heart hurts,
This
man.
game, again, you start out from very humble origins. You're not mighty heroes. You're just townsfolk. They tell tales in ancient legends spoken in hushed tones of a time when dreams came true, when miracles really did happen, things you thought were impossible manifested before you. Streams could be run for the entire 3 hours without an internet service interruption or any form of scuff. Alas, would that we lived in such a world. Hi, I'm Tormented by Gnomes. This is Book of Dawn Ioth Academy. Our fifth, yeah, I know, right? It's just absolute, like, tilting at windmill stuff.
Pie in the sky ass gaming right here.
This is our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons campaign that, like all anime, started with friendship and is now fighting God. We are on episode 160, so if you don't know what's going on, I'm glad you're here anyways, and I don't know how to help you. I am joined by our long-term cast members. We've got Crone, we've got Leg Day, and Lemon Kiwi should be with us later. Crone, how's it going?
Pretty good. 160 episodes with this damn fine group. You'll love to see it. Feels good, man.
The consistency.
Truly. Never before
Yeah.
seen in a D&D group.
Unparalleled, actually.
I keep hearing people talking about, like, yeah, this campaign that petered out because of scheduling, and then this other character I loved from this campaign that petered out from scheduling. And it makes me deeply, deeply appreciative for what we have here and the fact that you folks keep showing up week after week. It's kind of
You're
wild.
still there to run it week after week.
True.
I'm not dead yet. Speaking of not being dead yet, Legs, how are you?
Just reminded me that this was the first ever D&D game I played.
That's right. Holy crap.
Yeah. I may have built a sorcerer for intelligence.
You know, it happens.
Yeah, Nems was very nice about letting me change my character shit around once I figured out how the game worked.
That's
so yeah, I'm building a smart character who's a bit book smart, but sorcerer.
Cast spells, right? He needs to be intelligent. That's just how that works.
What do you mean? Roll charisma.
What do you mean my magic is powered by swag? What do you mean it derives from pure aura? All right. Last time we ended on kind of a heavy note. I didn't expect it was almost an interlude episode, a shorter episode than usual. But you two absolutely went in on the role play. We are going to rejoin our young heroes inside the translucent golden sphere of Ioth Academy, the barrier of dawn magic that keeps out the Infernals and their armies. Though, as our heroes have learned in their 6 years at the Academy, and with great tragedy and suffering, it is not a perfect defense. The foes and threats that face their home outside are myriad, and there's much to do, a great deal of research, uncovering mysteries that are pertinent both to the survival of the school and to our heroes' own lives. Athalor has just walked out of the office of the Master of Abjuration, Miahethil Na Anderud, his cousin, effectively, who he knows has been a spy for his father, who's currently in hiding in the enchanted kingdom of Nenri. However, Miahethil just consoled him on the death of his mother. And in the conflicting emotions, Athalor is wrestling with whether or not any of that was genuine, because he did take real solace in the embrace of family. But so too does he know that Miahethil has been working at odds, even attempted to capture them in disguise at one point. That being said, thank you, Kat, for jumping off of my mouse pad and not interrupting the entire stream. There is a great deal to do. And one of those things to do is that the headmaster, the current acting Archmage, Inril Untermaler, wants to set a trap for Miahethil. And he has asked the party to help plan that trap. This latest occurrence complicates things. I sent the two of you sort of a list of the things that we're going to go through today. Since we don't have Lemon yet, I know I started with the Miahethil plan, but I think a little element of Garnet's current kind of amorality would be an excellent ingredient in that conversation. Where would you like to begin?
Immorality. I got my scene at the end of last time. Maybe we should let Mason go to a Tower of Divination.
True. That's a great idea. Okay. So, the Tower of Divination, under the auspices of the Alfar Flame Dancer, who manages that place. Nelarin, not Eldrasar. It's been made clear that the resources of the Academy are available to you. All the provisions of standard divination magic through all three circles of magic are at your disposal, thanks to your close association with the ruling council of mages and your importance in the tactical things going on. Should these measures prove insufficient, the Academy can invoke powerful realm magic to peel back the layers of time and reveal hidden truths. So when you go up to the tower, Nelarin has been apprised of your arrival. She is in her room with the open braziers of coals burning. It's very hot, but the windows are open. It's practically been turned into a dance studio. There's abstract art and elvish art in different corners of the place.
One of those weird full-length mirrors with like the pole like at waist height.
Yeah, they got a bar. The bar. Barre. What do you seek while you're here? What do you ask of her?
Hello, Master. Wait, what's her name again?
Nelarin.
Hello, Master Nelarin. I had a couple of questions. One relating to something to do with the Mirror Keeper. You might have been informed of things. I'm not quite sure, but my lineage is part of a big, great plan to, capture a dragon god. So I kind of was wondering if you might be willing to look into some matters there.
Of course, I already have, Mason.
Oh.
I led the mages when we invoked and we researched Konskar, your ancestor.
Right.
That was an act of high divination, so I was in charge of it. Of course I'm happy to help you. What do you need?
I was wondering if you might be able to look into my biological father. He might also have ties in there, and I don't even know where he is, really. I haven't heard from him, but not even just where he is, but I don't know, just any of his involvement in this, if there is any at all.
All right. Are you starting from scratch here, Mason?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. All right. More than his location, you want to know how, if at all, he was involved in the plot of the Mirror Keeper. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. I think I know just the spell to start out. And she goes through her drawers and such and pulls out a series of 4 beautiful ivory carved strips and sort of sets them down. And she pulls out purple silk bags filled with rare and magical incense from across the other world and the mortal world. And she takes them, takes a deep breath, centers herself, sort of does a stretch, and then throws it into the fire. The fire whooshes up and it burns purple for a moment. Then it turns back to its normal color, but the smoke that rises is thin and transparent and an odd shade of violet. And she begins a dance, and in the movements of the dance are the somatic components of a powerful divination spell. Her body, her movements, her gestures forming the matrix of this second circle magic. It takes her a good 10 minutes to weave the entire spell together as she casts legend lore about your father. Now, legend lore produces some of your typical fancy speech prophecy stuff, which I did not pre-prepare, so I'm going to have to think about the result here for a moment.
No worries. I'm sure we'll kind of just be honestly kind of amazed by the I don't know, the ways in which people do their magic a little bit, and it's definitely this little dance ritual kind of takes some good note of not as much as copying it, but just kind of paying some attention, some respect to it.
Mm-hmm. Athalor has some fragments of them
When
Milrenim?
we fought in the cave. No.
When you fought in the cave, the Mirror Man. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know.
Got some of his bits.
All right, I'm cooking.
Because Athalor's a klepto.
All the things. We still have the Ioth's treasure hoard, don't we?
Yeah.
Stash and all that stuff that we stashed, and the portable hole, that's still a thing.
Yeah. Got an infernal greatsword in there that we're learning to use.
Mm-hmm.
Still just holding on to that.
Good purposes.
All right.
Good purposes.
Innocence can be wielded as a weapon. Kindness can be used against you. In the jewel of the crown of the world, ignorance cannot protect you.
Tyson kind of furrows his brow and thinks about that for a little bit. Can you repeat it again, actually?
Mm-hmm. And I put it in chat as well.
Perfect,
Mm-hmm.
actually.
Innocence can be wielded as a weapon. Kindness can be used against you. In the jewel of the crown of the world, ignorance cannot protect you.
Used against you. Jewel of the crown of the world. Is there a place that's widely referred to as the crown of the world?
Roll a history check.
Sure.
And if you took the class about the mortal world last year, then you can have advantage.
Don't think so. 13.
All right, 13.
No.
Jewel of the crown.
This is boostable by your circle as well, if you want to invest.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I might as well do that.
Just circle up on that.
We'll make it 18. I'm thinking. I'm just drawing a little thinking circle.
The Jewel of the Crown of the World. That is a title claimed by the great free city of Aberatum. To the southeast on the coast. It is an old city. It is ruled by the enigmatic trade princes, whose true identities remain unknown, but they're believed to have largely been the same since the city's founding. They are unbelievably wealthy. It's a merchant republic that maintains neutrality whenever possible, and they trade with the Holy Isles of Teteo and the Pearl Islands and goods from the Western continents across the world. But yeah, that's it. That they claim to be the jewel of the crown of the world.
Okay. Good to know.
When noting neutral, do they trade with infernal states?
Roll a history check.
I'm not there.
Ah.
I'm asking if the DM wants to espouse more world lore.
Got it. Well, I appreciate the invitation, but I am going to. I will say that they have.
I almost got him.
They have 2 Iron Empire provinces adjacent to them, and they have thus far not been attacked.
Curious.
I guess Mason kind of like repeats the lines over to himself and then turns to Halloran and says, I'm not quite sure what to make of that, I suppose, besides for the place it refers to. That
Divination is more of an art than a science, and art requires a unique personal connection between the art and the observer. The meaning may not make sense to you immediately. It may be something that you need to take some time with. Think about it further, continue to go about your life as new experiences flow in. Perhaps the words will fall into context.
At least in some way, eventually, I suppose. I also had one more thing. If you had one of those again that you could do?
I think she's fresh out. Hang on.
Oh, all right.
No, she can do another.
Oh. Well, if you would be able to, there is one certain dragon who's involved in some political happenings. A member of the faithful. They go by Udrisus.
All right.
Wondering if you might be able to give some insider context onto him.
Certainly. I don't know the name, but perhaps they will. And she gestures down to the ivory strips that are laid out before her. Once again, she takes another 250 gold worth of rare components and chucks them in the fire. They go up in purple smoke, and the dance is almost identical. Because it's a different question, it's slightly different. Maybe things you'd notice, maybe things you wouldn't. But it lasts for 10 minutes or however long it takes for the DM to come up with something enigmatic.
For sure. Well, for fun, a perception check to see if I
yes,
could
you
tell
do.
the differences. Oh, 21. Good roll. Still be as patient as the first time, and still kind of repeating the first answer to himself over and over again. It's like, well, am I gonna have to go to Abaratum? I have to meet Biodad? Probably. At some point.
Oh, he's going to end up being a trade prince.
That would be crazy. Not what you would expect.
The riddles of the gods are under construction currently.
I also have to check my map.
Ah.
You're asking a where question, right?
Yeah, I guess it has to do with where to.
There's probably more to it than that, but that's certainly part of it.
Yeah. Yes, it might be very relevant as to where Budrisus is going, has come from, all that.
I came from nothing.
The faithful don't have like one specific spot that they like chill at, right? They're just like all over and
yeah, it's a secret society. They rely a lot on compartmentalization. Like Sventisco kind of tells you, she was never fully inducted into them, but she knows they operate in small cells where this cell doesn't know the identity of other people and other operations, and they don't know anything about those operations. So even if you capture them and the sage like takes their brain and just goes through their entire life's memories, they cannot betray that. If they have a secret headquarters somewhere, its location is utterly unknown.
Okay. Perhaps Budris seemed maybe in the know of some things, but
Yeah.
I guess
The
we'll know
faith will
everything.
spread across multiple dragon tribes, right? Not just Athalor.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Because they're a cult, they can be found wherever they can get a foothold.
Oh, my lozenge.
Okay. I have cooked.
The legends are loring.
Legends are about to lore. All right.
Copper flows across the dunes. The sandstorm polishes shining brass. Brass captures the lightning's strike. Lightning arcs across the people's mountains. The people dwell in the dragon's shadow. The dragon heeds not their children's pleas. The children plea to faith for salvation.
Definitely have to tell that to Sventisco. See what she makes of it.
People's mountains. Servia theme intensifies.
Fun fact.
Mountain.
In War of the Sun, one of the absolute scariest realms right now is communist dwarves.
Oh, where are they at?
That's going in the book.
They're southeast of Defraxis and west of Aberatum. They took a lot of terrible losses. Like there was a war where the two Iron Empire provinces that are near Aberatum launched joint assaults and like captured a bunch of their land, defeated them in war. And ever since then, they've just been like mobilizing the people, going full Russia Zerg rush status, just like building up a huge army. And they get bonuses when they're just using like militias and such.
Oh, a dwarf Zerg rush would be so fucking scary.
Right? They've done some bad. They actually, the Burning Eyes horde tried to invade them and they just crushed them and counter invaded them. Like they're really scary right now. The Iron Empire is trying to figure out what the hell to do about them. All right. Was there anything else you wanted to ask of Nellorin?
Oh, are they led by Joseph Stonelin?
Oh god. No, I think
Jarl
I'm
Marx.
good. But just thank you for your time and resources, of course.
Always.
Something to think on. These surely provide a lot of insight as long as we get there.
Don't forget, Mason. What you feel in your mind, you feel also in your body. And you're going to have to find ways to soothe both of them. Dance is a great way to do so.
That is fair. I might try to partake. Dance is not quite a medium of anything I've worked with in the past, but well, should try everything, I suppose.
There's the spirit. Please let me know if there's anything else that you need.
All right.
Untermuller has instructed me to assist you in anything you ask.
I'll keep it in mind. Thank you. And we'll leave and go meet up back with Athalor.
Where does he find Athalor?
There's no location where all of the towers of specialist subjects meet, right?
Right. They're spokes
the
on
ring.
the ring. Like each of the towers is one of the spokes on the ring.
Okay, so probably back in Tasselmore.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Athalor. How did you met with me, Ethel, right?
Yeah, he wanted to talk about Mum.
Offer some condolences, or
yeah, I didn't do like an evil monologue about it, so You know.
I mean, that's good, I guess.
How was your thing?
Got some very cryptic passages about both my
riddles.
father and about Budrasis, that dragon that Sventisco cussed out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Start with your dad. Did you write down the riddle?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I don't really know what it means yet, but innocence can be wielded as a weapon. Kindness can be used against you. In the jewel of the crown of the world, ignorance cannot protect you.
In the jewel of the crown of the world? It sounds like it's a place, right?
Yeah, Abaratum, I believe.
Oh, the city down south?
Yeah.
And you
Have
asked
you
us
ever
about
been?
your father, yeah? No,
Yeah.
I've never been. I imagine that they probably purchased some things from under it at some point, but yeah. What about from Oryx? Did you ever meet anyone from Abaratum there? A trade caravan or something?
Not that I recall. I had it would have been when I was very young or something, but my village was rather small.
A lot
I
of
never really left my
either.
home village much, so
Yeah.
A lot of virtues as well in that riddle. Innocence, kindness and ignorance probably isn't a virtue, but living in this world, maybe. Did your mums have any descriptors of your dad? Like, what was he like?
For
They
no,
did.
I think they had said something. I don't remember what it was though.
Your father was a tiefling artificer. He wasn't from the
Right.
same bloodline as them. He didn't have the same runes as them. They kind of a very, very smart, very energetic person, very authentic person, and someone that they liked. And so it was sort of a mutual thing that they agreed, like, hey, let's have a kid. But it was to be your mom's kid, not his kid. And they agreed on that ahead of time. And he traveled a lot. He went all over the world. He had interesting stories to tell and such. And so,
Yeah, he was
Just
artificer, traveler.
Okay, artificer and a traveler. So there's a world where conceivably he could have sold something to people in Abaratum. I take it he was also a Oryxian native.
I don't think he was.
he was not.
No, he wasn't. He probably traveled through Abaratum. Maybe he's in Abaratum right now. I don't know. Maybe that's what it
Something seems
refers
to imply it.
Yeah.
We don't really know what they look like, right? Just they're a tiefling who does artifice.
Tiefling does artifice.
Okay.
Should I have like a basic like physical description from my mom's or
Yeah, give me a sec.
He's red.
I'm not going to show you his picture, but I do have a picture for him. So let me pull that up so I can
vagarize it.
Yeah. Tall, thin, kind of wiry muscles, pointed ears, curled horns, sort of almost coppery red hair, and brown skin, kind of a light brown skin. Dark eyes, bit of a goofy grin.
So, before I sign you up for something that I don't know if it's the goal, you're trying to meet your dad, right? So we can ask him about the potential calamitous sealing of a dragon god, or
Yeah, I think that might be an inevitability at this point. I wondered perhaps if just the diviners, divine whatever, would, I don't know, give some insight as to his involvement in this, but it seems like it's just going to be hidden and cryptic and point me to him and something I have to figure out while also navigating what the riddle has warned of, like innocence can't protect me. Or ignorance can't protect me.
Yeah, innocence can be wielded as a weapon. Yeah, I don't know if that is applying to you or your father, or if it's like just a a generalized sentiment. So, the way I see it, we've got leads to turn into leads. Your mums haven't told you your dad's name yet, right?
I think they should have. I think they would have. I will go ahead and drop that in chat.
His name
Thrakir.
is
Or Thrakir. Yeah, Thrakir.
Thrakir.
Okay, so how about first port of call? Scry.
Yeah. To do that.
If nothing good comes up, then I think we should write to your parents, ask if he had any good stories about Arboretum, some contacts there, maybe a place that he stayed. Leads on leads.
Yeah, even if he's back there now, he probably has been there before. That's right. I know this is like for, you know, important, very, very important cause. Feels weird prying like this, though. But no, you're right. We should scry.
Athalor kind of just stares him down.
Yeah.
We've done much worse. And hey, if he's naked, you can stop scrying. Deal?
Yeah, deal. We can try again another time if that's the case. I didn't even imagine that to be the case, but now that's okay.
Now
The
I'm
only
wondering
thing he can think
now I'm
about.
wondering what evil you were thinking.
What evil?
Yeah.
Like about him?
Yeah. What
Not
could your
even-
dad possibly be doing? He's probably going to be in a workshop artificing something.
It's not evil per se. It's just the whole like I don't know. My mom's just kind of wanted him to come through for a little bit, have me, and then go about our lives separately, I suppose. So kind of feels
Yeah.
like a betrayal of that arrangement, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he didn't really sign up to be a dad, but also neither of you signed up to be the sealer of a great dragon god, so there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. Pull out the orb and starts crying.
All right. So this is secondhand. You have heard of the target, but you've never met them. You do not have a likeness, a picture, a possession, or a piece of his body. So that is going to be...
You don't have anything of his, Sag?
Nope. It was really, really meant to be like, he's just a gene donor.
Literal sperm in a cup.
Exactly. So he's gonna have a +5 to his wisdom saving throw. What is your DC as you grab Master Redknop's crystal ball and peer into it and attempt to make the swirling fog within resolve itself and focus down?
16.
So all right.
An 11. The gods will it. Praise the sun.
Okay. All right. Hang on. Where did I put it?
Oh, I love dice. Dice are fun.
I love Canva.
This is why we play D&D instead of just writing fiction, you know? All right, do I have this pulled up correctly? I do. Cool. Do I have dynamic lighting turned off? I do. Great. Whoosh.
Whoa. Oh, shit.
Oh, busy days.
All right.
Inside this tent right here, in a crowded marketplace, beautiful ornate architecture all around. There are tents, and you can hear seabirds calling out through the hubbub of the crowd, which I didn't add because I didn't want to add 200 NPCs to this scene. So it's very crowded.
Okay.
Beautiful statues, plants, fountains, this sort of high structure off to the east here. I should have flipped this map actually. 100, because this would have been facing the ocean. It doesn't matter. This is west. It's backwards.
Sure.
There are armed guards stationed in multiple places. And like there's tabaxi here, you've got dwarves here, you've got people from Tateo, you've got every single different color of human you could imagine. There are elves walking through, tieflings walking through. It's just an absolutely cosmopolitan city. And you can see goods from like island citrus and cinnamon and devices and weapons. And just like this marketplace is ridiculous. And inside this orange tent, ooh, you know what? I think I did it so I could. Did I? Yeah, I did. Inside the tent, is a man who looks exactly the way your father was described.
Oh, he's charming.
The orb is focused directly on him. Though you can see kind of, you can't like turn it around like a camera. It focuses on him, but you get a little bit of this.
I guess I'll be describing all this to Athalor as scry is going off.
It's like going around the table to peer over Mantra's shoulder, trying to look into the orb.
He is in the middle of several fantastic devices, beautifully crafted clockwork dancers. There is a construct juggling next to him. There's one that is balancing a sword on its nose. And he is hawking to the nearby crowd, reaching out to them and getting their attention, like salesman stuff. And he has scrolls that speak of the what's the word I was going to look for? The mechanical circus. And then at that moment, Garnet walks up behind the two of you as you're scrying.
What are you doing?
Hi, just in time. Scrying on my biodata.
What? Oh. Well, I mean, I would have stopped studying if I could get on this drama and just kind of like sit beside him and tries to get it.
No drama. Just I don't know, trying to see where he's at.
So yeah,
step right up.
He's advertising something that's in town, the mechanical circus.
Mechanical circus.
Is your dad a clown?
I mean, I don't think. Surely he's a lot of things, many things. If it's a mechanical circus and he's an artificer, maybe made some of the creations, help make some of the things. I don't know. Don't know his involvement here. And this place is probably Aberatum, from what it seems like from the descriptions of it.
Anyone who's watching can make a history check to see if they can confirm or deny that.
Sure.
Huge.
Big.
Flat 10, flat 10, and 11.
Holy mid-off.
Probably.
Okay.
Like, it's either Aberatum or it's like something in the Boomy Empire. Either way, it's the southeast coast for sure. The architecture, all that makes sense for that.
Oh, Mason, can you read his horns? Is he like an instrument of evil like you?
I don't know if I could tell. I'll try to though.
Roll a perception check.
At least for me, right, with my horns and markings, that when I like do Runechild Sork shit, then they like light up, right? But you can't really tell otherwise.
Correct.
Okay.
Going off aura alone.
Dirty 20. As far as you can tell, no runes.
Yeah, wouldn't be able to tell unless something would be making them show up, so it doesn't really mean anything that I can't see it right now, but I can't see anything right now.
Have you ever tried like sending him a sending?
The kind of arrangement that he had at my mom's is that it was very, very separate kind of thing. Like he, helps make me and then goes on his way, and that's kind of that.
Well, one of us could just do the sending and then see if his horns light up.
It might need to be something that he does. Well, I mean, yeah, I kind of I'm curious.
Would
Don't know if
I
it would with just receiving a sending though. You
know?
can
Would
try.
I Arcana know if like does the sending, like responding to a sending, sort of have
No.
an interaction? No.
When Mason responds to ascending, his horns do not light up. You know that firsthand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess we'll fill Garnet in on the little riddle. I went to the Tower of Divination and asked about him, not only like where he was, but if he's involved in any of this Mirror Keeper plot stuff. And
if you
posted
scroll up in the chat
again.
window, if you scroll up in the chat window, you'll be able to see what he learned from the Master of Divination.
Yeah, that was about him.
The first one is about him.
Not sure what it means, really, at all, but the Jewel of the Crown of the Worlds does point to Arbaratum, which this place probably is. Hard to tell exactly.
Are you supposed to be the innocence that's wielded as a weapon?
That's a good question. Could be.
We can't go.
Don't really
to the
know.
place.
What was that?
Can we go to the circus? It looks fun.
We could.
You've never asked about traveling to Arbaratum. It's never really been on your radar. You wouldn't immediately know if you have teleportation circles that lead there or what.
Oh, and there's a Garnet, there's a way, right? Shadow paths and all.
Oh, well, with the shadow armies and...
Right.
Yeah, but they went north.
Shadow.
This is south.
Yeah, well, Shadow Daddy's mad. And, Shadow Sky Daddy, sorry. Full government name. I don't know. I'd rather just avoid that.
Fair, okay.
Surely we could pull a field trip here. Just through the mortal plane, right?
Probably. I mean, we could have to ask. I don't even know if maybe some more thinking should be done about this first before we commit to, I don't know, barging in his life in any
Why are
kind
you
of
spying
way.
on him?
To see if he's... Well, I guess Athalor suggested it. I just wanted to kind of
Way to go. Way to
get
go,
the
Athalor.
first little divination bits about him.
Just
Fun
want to see
fact.
if he was doing some evil shit.
True.
Arbaratum is 2,500 miles away from Ioth Academy.
Oh, easy.
Oh, what's the ping on this scry then?
Scrying is like quantum. It's 0 ms.
Oh shit.
Yo, can we get some of
MS.
that? The scry on land?
Need that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm the innocence or he would be the innocence here. I don't know if he surely doesn't know of this Mirror Keeper plot, if he's even related to it in any way.
Mason, Mason and Athalor, roll an intelligence check, please.
Well,
flat intelligence.
Oh, I guess I'm just dumb as fuck.
I love
no, I don't think
intelligence.
I don't remember if you were there. Is the thing.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just stupid, actually.
I took an IQ test and they said I failed.
This started because Mirror Nilranim was specifically researching Arbaratum and your father.
Oh,
that is what set all this off.
Right. Okay, he's related in some kind of way. Mirror Nilranim was looking into him.
Oh shit!
Oh, what?
Innocence can be wielded as a weapon. Maybe if your dad doesn't know about the freaking
He
mirror
could
plot,
be wielded as the weapon.
Either
yeah,
he's the one who joins hands because he isn't aware of what they're planning, or is used to manipulate you.
Roll Arcana checks, please, all of you.
I feel like if he knew about your horn thing, he would want to protect you, not distance himself, right?
I think if he knew, it's a good question, actually.
Based on how the Arcana. Garnet got a 27. We're probably rolling with that.
Yeah,
we're
guidance on Garnet. We're thinking about magical things. Good
Go
luck,
for the
bud.
30. Go for the 30. Roll 1d4.
I could
Okay. Yay!
circle as well. Oh, you're
Okay.
on, baby.
All right, so 35.
Yeah.
Because he is not of the bloodline. He is not of the bloodline. Therefore, he wouldn't have the runes. Therefore, he would not be part of the spell. Any offspring he has with somebody who is of the bloodline, it's not like something that dilutes. It's not like, oh, well, your parent, one parent was and one parent wasn't, so you're only half part of the chain. It's like, no, any child of anyone who is part of the chain becomes part of the chain. But he was not of that bloodline. He couldn't complete the spell. That would not be possible.
So one of your moms is the chain person?
Yeah, I guess that's where the line stems from. So I guess he couldn't be part of the line, but he still could be that innocence wielded as a weapon? Kindness that could be used against me?
Did they never know about this chain?
I'm pretty sure you are the ones who discovered it.
Yeah, I don't think so, no. We just discovered it was a thing.
Oh, shit. Okay, so innocence can be wielded as a weapon. He's meant to manipulate you into making this happen. Kindness can be used against you. That's you likely not wanting to get him involved as a kindness. The Majority of the Crown of the World, where he probably is, innocence cannot protect you from the Mirror Keeper's agents because he doesn't know they're coming.
Well, if he's the innocence that can be wielded as a weapon, then that would mean that we should keep our distance, but if he's just going to be subject to them anyway, then warning him would be a kindness. But it's a lose-lose situation then?
I hate the gods. Riddles. Always riddles.
So it should be me having as much distance as possible, but someone else warning him, and I just never talked to him, like was already planned.
I feel like he's in danger with
He is.
the Mirror Keeper wanting to do anything to get to you. So
Someone
maybe
should
we
warn
do
him, and
have
it shouldn't be me.
Why not? Why not you?
So it can't be used against me. I think more distance between us is probably for the best.
I mean, I guess Garnet or I could do ascending, but hey, we're a friend of your estranged son. You're in danger. Good luck. Bye.
Either one of you,
Is that 25 words?
Tamala, it seemed like less.
Just formally invite him to Brontha or somewhere safe and explain things where divination won't be able to spy on us and listen in. You think he'd be down for fancy dinner?
I don't know, actually.
Trip
He is
to
a
the academy?
traveler as far as I know, so he likes visiting places, but I don't know how long he's been here or how much of this mechanical circus he's involved in. It doesn't need to be any of us, honestly. It could just be like Untermala or something reaches out to him. It's a matter of, I don't know, safety or something. I don't know.
I mean, he's an artificer, right? Like, he could always be invited to, for some consultancy for our artificer departments.
We do have issues with some mechanical beings being around, and the guy with the neck thing, what was his name again?
Oh, yeah, Quan. Wait, I don't know that. He ceased to
The name was
exist.
erased. No, you found records because the records weren't erased.
Yeah, Quan. I saw those records.
I don't know.
Yeah, that
I
makes
also
sense.
consult him. You can just get him to Waller to make contact and invite him over.
Yeah.
Do you want to meet him though, Mason?
Not particularly, but not like I don't want to meet him. I just more want to honor the arrangement that he had with my moms.
Well, I don't know how long we can keep him at the academy if we don't fill him in on what's going on and your involvement and that you're here.
Either way, he should know, I think, in some capacity. I think that's the ignorance cannot protect you thing. The you is probably related to him in that way. Or both of us? I don't know.
I mean, the good news is, as an accomplished artificer, he probably has some manner of like a visor or some glasses to help him see miracles. Probably build that. Looks like he's building what? Mechanical dancers?
Yeah, I could probably build it if he doesn't already have it.
Bit of wariness might be advantage. I think Untamulla's back soon from wherever they were off campaigning.
Right.
He is back actually at this point in the story. He has returned.
He has returned. Okay, we can fill into more in on this when we see him.
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan.
I think you've been talking for more than 10 minutes, which